How'd it go?
She's fast. But I want to have Dan re-bleed the heat exchanger system one more time. It got hotter than the yellow one yesterday. It still ran 60 to 130. Traction, same thing, third gear. This one was about 81 miles an hour. It finally bypassed valve shut and it took off. I think I floored a little bit sooner, trying to get traction to be better. That's why I think this one hooked up, I think it was like around 81 miles an hour, where the yellow one was like 85, because I stabbed it closer to 60. But dude, this thing shifts hard as shit. Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. We got StreetSpeed717's 1901 back. I think, man, he's had it for a while. Making roughly 950 rear-wheel horsepower is where I'll say it. It's been racing at. I know we made a little over 1,000 before with it on the dyno, but so many miles he runs and how much he beats on it, you know, we keep the tune pretty safe on it. So he's been racing it at roughly 950. The plan this go around is Kong's gonna come up with a new race port for the LT5 blower, try to open up as much as possible and even see if we can fit, I think it has a 103 throttle body on it right now, or is it, no, sorry, it's a 112. We're gonna see if we can put like a 120 on it. So we're gonna get it in, get the blower pulled off, sent to Kong, and go from there.
Say something?
Is it weird not being on a C8 right now?
Yeah. Well, I'm done with the C8. Fuck it.
Fuck it, dude. How do you make thermite?
Oh God! What? What are you talking about?
And where'd you get the metal shavings? What
I
was
mean,
shaved?
anyone with access to a brake lathe would have access to things like that.
That's
How do
true.
I make this unfilmable? If I play this highly popular copyrighted music in the background, you can't edit past this, Dean, can you? First fire.
Sorry, sir?
This is Street Speed's first fire.
Oh, okay.
Like legit first fire. Not all this fake fucking movie shit.
It's live? Live?
Yeah. It's not live, but it's real. It's first time.
Okay.
working?
Is that on video?
What happened?
Made about 700.
Might spray a little bit more.
Is it working?
I just pulled all the timing out to check to make sure the meth works. I think it worked.
717.
I should have brought his shirt. Damn it. I pulled fuel out and it's still richer. So I mean, air fuel is still not where I want it to be, but I pulled, if I just would have left the tune-up alone and just went from no meth to meth, it would have been a lot richer. As you can see, it's richer right here. And I pulled fuel out of the tune, so I know it's spraying. I know it's spraying, but yeah, that's good. That is good.
Where do you go from here?
Start get fuel right, and then start putting timing in it.
What kind of fuel you put in here?
C85.
C85.
Smells like chronic.
Is that what the C's for?
You know what I mean? Now you smell something that brings you back in time, right back in the street race, or right back in the track.
What do you guys say about this?
Rowdy. I mean, you're hurting some
Look
feelings.
at the difference between Laramie's and this one right now.
Golly. It carried it way better.
That's timing and meth. So I'm about to put timing in it to see if it helps. But air fuel is way different too. Look at how much fatter it is. 50 rear wheel horsepower difference versus 109 on meth versus C85 with no meth.
Man.
That's why
People wonder why I would say E over meth.
I want to put timing in it and see what it, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's in the pudding.
Let's see
in the
what
pudding.
she is. Alright guys, so we've had Mike's car here for way longer than expected. Something turned into a simple blower porting. Took a lot longer getting another blower to use. And then Greg just, man, he's busy just like everyone else. It's hard to get parts, and I understand. So we waited for that ported blower for a long time, but we got it back. The car's running great. As we waited for it, since we knew we were gonna be waiting after I talked to Greg, we went ahead and checked the motor out, just make sure everything was fresh. So we pulled it, just checked the rings, checked the pistons, make sure everything looked good, put it back together, and the car is still running on E85, making great power. The transmission's the only thing we didn't freshen, which, looking back now that the time that we had, I wish we would have, but man, I went and test drove this thing and it rips on the street. The old steering wheel, you plug into the OBD2 port and it goes off of RPM, and the lights would light up right here, but it never worked. Like the RPM would read down here, but this never worked. So now we put this one on it, and last night driving home after we messed with it again, I got the cruise control to work. All this works, but this side does not. So I'm gonna take it back apart.
Oh, where'd you go?
That thing's fun as heck. It just spins. Mike's like, man, you wanna put 15-inch wheel conversion on it? I'm like, I think I might have one in stock. He's like, do it.
Would that help in a roll race?
He wants to try from second gear. He goes, most of my races he does second. So I did one more pull for him in second, and it went slower because the traction control is just trying to, but it still went fast. It still went a 4.8 in second.
Oh.
It went a 4.51 in third. Still spinning though until 82 miles an hour.
Oh.
It's fast, dude. I just wanted to hook up. That's why I'm like, man, maybe the 15-inch wheel conversion in second gear might be it. I don't know. Or even third, just a little dead hook. I never tried traction control off too. I kind of want to try traction control off to see if, even though it spins a little bit, if it's still accelerating better than it limiting us. Does that make sense? So we did put the, we'll call it the race port blower on it, and we were able to put 120mm throttle body on it. The gains, it's hard because we weren't able to baseline it right before and then right after, like on the dyno, like the same day kind of thing. So before and after results, it's hard to tell, but we definitely are making a lot more horsepower than we were before. I'll just say 50 rear horsepower gains, which is great for just porting the blower and a larger throttle body. Again, the engine, everything's still the same. Everything's just fresh now and good to go. I think he has a race coming up literally in a week or two. So literally the car came off the dyno. I made 2 or 3 60-to-130s, and normally I test drive the cars a little bit longer, but because he had an event coming, we went ahead and shipped the car back to him now, which he should be getting probably today or even yesterday. So
what would next steps be?
So next step, I actually talked to him about it because of the dyno numbers it made. I was happy with them, but I still wanted more. He's like more than stoked with the horsepower that it made, but I was like, hey, let's either put like a little 150 shot on it, because he goes these roll racing events. He does 60 to 180 at these events, right? So another 150 rear wheel horsepower is a big difference. He said, not yet. Let's just get it back and run it, see what it does with this new 50 horsepower we gave him. And then maybe wintertime, like we talked about, we might do something crazy like a twin turbo setup and a sequential transmission. After he had his Viper, I'm not gonna say he didn't love his Viper, he just likes the Corvette a lot better than the Viper. So he was like, man, if y'all can give me a setup like that in the Vet, that would be awesome. So come winter time, that might be the next project for him. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Street Speed's car making a solid 50 rear wheel horsepower more. We rushed it back to him so we can have it in time for his event. So comment below. I think he's been 170, 172, I think was the best before at the Pocono event. 50 rear wheel horsepower more should show some gains, but the conditions aren't as great, so might kind of equal itself out. Comment below to let me know what y'all think, if it'll run quicker or not, and then if we should show up with a couple of our cars as well to participate. Comment below. Until next time, guys.
Frankie, where should that car go? Pocono? Street Outlaw?
Both. Yeah, damn it. Go everywhere with it.
I know.
It's a daily driver, bro.
I know. I drive. That's what people don't believe. I drive it every day.
Yeah, it's a daily driver.
No one believes.
With twin turbos on it.
No one believes. So yeah, we should take it. I would want to go to Pocono with Mike, and then even Mr. Cantor has a 19 ZR1. I think he'll be there. As well as a few other customers from Pennsylvania with Z06s. So I really want to take the C8 there. The problem with it is on the drag strip, I go into 6th gear like right at the finish line. In 6th gear and that thing, the clutch slips on, let's call it high horsepower, right? So in Pocono, I would really need it to go into 6th gear to go 160, 170. With the horsepower it's making, it should do that, but we'll have to test it this week on the street and see what it'll hold in 6th gear, and then make our decision up what we're gonna do. Because maybe I'll just go really fast as I can in 5th gear, then 6th gear, just turn the boost down to let it kind of cruise for the last 200 yards or something, which will suck, but gotta do what you gotta do with what we got.